Hi, everybody. Happy New Year, first of all. Yeah, I mean, was is a tough league. It's not maybe let's say as everybody in Europe expects it to be. The league is very competitive, very physical, very fast. Um, I mean, compared to many leagues, I think definitely MLS is very competitive. I play in the France league, in the Belgium league. I think MLS is right there, so if not above. So yeah, I think MLS is really competitive, and I think this year is even gonna be more and more as new players comes in, new teams join.
We'll take our next question from Alonzo. Front row to your right, right center.
Buongiorno. I would like to ask you about your expectations for this season since you have a great impact scoring like 9 goals in like 12 games.
Okay, yeah, I mean the expectation is always to be better than you were yesterday. So the expectation as a team and as an individual is for the team to get further. We got knocked out by LA. I mean, they end up winning the cup. So, uh, if they win the cup, then you have a bit you're like, okay, they won the cup, so it's kind of cool. It's all right. But I think Minnesota have a lot of potential, and we can get even further. I mean, the expectation is to be better than we did the last year. So I'll keep it as simple as that.
We'll take our next question from Steve Goff. Steve.
Hi, Kelvin. What do you? There's been a lot of talk about the league perhaps moving to the international calendar, August through May. Obviously, in Minnesota, there's some weather concerns, as I'm sure you've learned. What are your thoughts on the pros and cons of the traditional European window as opposed to what MLS has been using?
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to that kind of schedule because I'm from Europe. But haven't experienced the Minnesota cold yet. I haven't been there since let's say we went on vacation. But just seeing on my phone -16, -20, it seems pretty hard to play football in that kind of weather. Almost impossible. So we will see what the league does.
We'll take our next question to our right as well.
Hey, Calvin, how are you? We saw you come in the league this year, and we saw you play a lot at center forward, but drop in and like to create for your teammates as well, but finish chances. Where you prefer? Where do you like to play? How do you like to affect the game? And as you've now been in the league for almost a year, how do you think it changes with the team this season for you?
I mean, I'm a striker, so for me, the most important is to be flexible, to be able to play different positions. But I'm mainly a striker, and I like to score goals. But I also like to have the ball on my feet because I think I'm pretty good with that. So, um, yeah, I mean, the way we played this season was favorable for my type of play because I was able to move from left to right or right to left at the same time and stay central when needed. But I think in the terms of style of play, we will keep the same kind of shape and same of kind of thing. But only the coach can tell you more about that.
We're going to take a follow up from Simon. Please proceed.
Yeah, I'm curious about what impact or what influence your uncle has had on your career, because obviously some of us remember some amazing goals he scored in English football and elsewhere, Germany as well. But how closely does he follow your career, and how much of an impact has he had on you?
Oh, definitely a major impact. I mean, since I was kid, I'll be watching his games and trying to recreate one of his goals. It hasn't happened yet. That left foot supposed to hit the crossbar and down and then go in the goal, but he went straight in. But yeah, it has a big impact because also, when you have such a figure in your family, you can rely on some question and career decisions. And I'm very thankful because every time I listen to him, I have been taking the right decision. He told me to come to the MLS, and this was a big point why I make the decision. So, and it went pretty well. So I have to listen to him more.
At this time, we'll take a question from Zoom. This is from Andy with the St. Pioneer Press. How does the playoff loss to the LA Galaxy sit with you? You, of course, scored 2 goals, but unfortunately, the result was a final of 6-2.
Yeah. Yeah, it was painful. It was painful. I mean, I think we're doing pretty well. We had a rocky start, but then we get the 1-1, the 1-1, and then we conceded another goal. Then we conceded another goal. I think is was tough because we played well. I just think we lost our head and our cool in the second half for the most part. I mean, LA Galaxy is a great team, but I think also with a little bit more concentration and a little bit more focus, we could have get away maybe with even a win or keep it tight to the last 90 minutes and then see what happens.
Any additional questions in the room? For those on Zoom, just a reminder to please submit your questions via the Q&A. We'll go up to the front.
Hi, hello. Good morning, Kelvin. My question is, what are your expectations? I'm talking about, team-wise, for this next season.
Sorry.
What are your expectations,
Yeah.
team-wise? I mean, for the team,
Yeah.
for this season, are you looking for, playoff? Are you looking for the championship? What are your expectations?
I mean, the expectation is to do the best that we can do to perform better than we did the last season. I wasn't there, but I know that the team went to a phase where they were not winning as many games as they could have. I think is to basically, let's say, be more consistent with our performance and so, because we did pretty well towards the end of the season. And I think if we kept it on the same level, we would have probably get even further. But the expectation is just to perform as better as we did last season.
If you don't, if I can, rephrase this, maybe something else that maybe you personally, individually, can you do better in this next season? Something that you want to improve personally?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I have a lot to improve. I came in the last moment, so for sure I scored some goals, but the connection with all the players, I think, will help me even more this season. And I think also maybe sometimes I can impact and affect my players, my teammates, and maybe the young guys that they came in some way. So I think this is another skills that maybe I can get better with. And apart from that, I'm also learning a lot. So listen to the coach maybe even more. So sometimes I want to, I like to press and do some kind of like keep the game hot as possible. But sometimes we have to keep our cool and understand where we are in the game. So there is a lot of things that I can get better with, and at the same time, the whole team.
Thank you, Kelvin.
Thank you.
We have a follow-up question from Andy. You just alluded to it a little bit. How can you describe playing for head coach Eric Ramsey?
Oh, first of all, is a great person, a very nice person. So as a coach, he's a good coach. He helped me a lot. Since I came into the league, he made me feel comfortable. He understood my style of play and fitted it very, very well with the whole team. And I think it shows that in our performance in the last part of the season. So I think for me, I have all positive and all the compliments to say to the coach.
We'll take our final question. Back row. We'll get the microphone to you momentarily.
Just wanted to get your thoughts on the addition of San Diego to the league this year.
I think it's a great addition. I mean, I played in the Serie A, so I know Lozano from San Diego. So I was just speaking to him earlier, and have, as I said, more teams and this kind of players coming in the league can just be beneficial for MLS.
With that, Kelvin, we want to thank you for your time today. Best of luck this season.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.